UDS Indianapolis. Yes, I'm back. We went down for day one, and I will say these field centers are probably one of the nicest things I've seen come out of this game. See-through, by the way, 100% absolutely beautiful. Also, you got your choice of the new UDS one. Oh, I took the old one because this looks sweet to me. I love the gauntlet. And then the little pin that you get too. The new one is all hero related and things like that. But that's what we're here for. We're here for a discussion. So let's dig on into day one wrap up of UDS Indianapolis 2019. So there were like 200 players at the event. I saw a lot of familiar faces playing the event this weekend, and it was really good to see a lot of you guys. Pleasure to see Blair again, of course, Akeem, DeBlessin, Ethan, Aaron. Good. It warms my heart to see these things. But what I wanted to do in this video is I wanted to talk about tech updates for top tables between round 8 and round 9. And kind of what we were seeing. Now, remember, there were 9 rounds of Swiss day one. There would be 4 rounds of Swiss for today as well. So, if you're waking up today, seeing this video, you're going to see that. No, there won't be a market watch today. We'll probably do Euro watch later next week, but I will try to get to that. UDS, a little bit more important here. So, round 8, table 1 was Salamangreat versus Sky Striker. I don't know what the formula is right now for Salamangreat. I'm going to be honest with you guys. The only thing I can tell you is the deck is still alive. The deck is going to continue to still be alive. 1 circle, 1 gazelle, you still have 3 signet minings. Yeah, the deck is still very much there. It's still going to continue to very much do what it does in these formats. But the thing is, capitalizing on your traps, yes, your reincarnation system is a little bit more fragile. I mean, are players really even siding for this at this point? That's the question that I want to ask here is, how are we playing against Salad? Are we just letting Salad do their thing when they see their 1 gazelle? I think it's mainly the counter traps, basically the Roar and the Rage setup, the hand traps. The deck can now break a board work. Also a control deck, by the way. So, the deck has a lot going for it. It doesn't surprise me to see that it's doing good. So kudos to that. Very good to see that that's still alive. Sky Striker, this shouldn't surprise any of you. Alright, unless for some reason you're living underneath a rock and you're missing the point of existing, Sky Striker shouldn't surprise you. Now, between Europe and whatnot, with cardinalized variants and non-cardinalized variants running around, you do have choices between your decks and formats to test. So that's an interesting little feat in terms of variance and card building. There's big differences between your builds. So if you're a Sky Striker player and you're curious as to kind of where this deck is going in terms of generalized design, yeah, it's very much alive, and it's a good thing to see. Now, table 2 is a repeat of table 1. Now, round 3, Mr. Dzeeff versus Thunder Dragons. I do believe that Dzeeff finished in top 8 of standings today, which, good job. I also saw that he was playing Altergeist, which is fabulous, by the way. That really warms my heart seeing that Altergeist is still up there. A lot of people don't believe that Altergeist is a functioning tier 1 deck at the moment. And one of the big things that I think people miss is, yeah, Multi-Faker exists, but nobody's citing red reboots at the moment. So nobody cares about the deck. That's kind of where we are at the moment. If nobody's citing red reboots, then what do we care about? Alright? What difference does this make? So that's something interesting to think about, guys. I do want to say that, yeah, just because there's no red reboots out there, doesn't mean the Multi-Faker deck's not going to be good. Table 4, Cyber Dragons versus Thunder Dragon. Now, I believe this might be pure Thunder, but that's not what we care about here. That said Cyber Dragon. Now, there's Cyber Dragon Orcust running around, which is really cute because you can do Cyber Dragon-y things with Core, search for the Cybernetic Overflow, so that you have the defense play. And then you can also set up the Dingrisu and Crescendo backup plan for the Disruption. By the way, pretty cute. You really get the best of all of the worlds with this deck, which is really awesome. I like that a lot. And, I mean, hey, you can go first or second. If you go first, you can make Dingrisu and Lake Infinity. I think it's under your best possible hands, depending on the situation that you find yourself in. But think about that. That's crazy. But Pure Cyber Dragon's also just a going second deck. Rips apart boards and goes, what do I care? Like, we did it. Now, other things that caught my interest here. Standard Pendulum Magicians doing its thing. I mean, that's pretty okay. We had Alfred playing Danger Thunder Crusadia, and we had Aldo Roos playing Pendulum Orcust. Now, I heard about this deck earlier in the day from one of my friends. They're like, yeah, I just literally got bopped by Pendulum Orcust. I'm like, that's actually kind of cool, but your extra deck space and that monster has to be crazy tight. Think about that. All right, you have the entire Pendulum engine, everything that you want to do, plus combo toolbox, plus you're trying to set up Orcust plays on top of doing Pendulum plays. You know, somewhere our boy, Mr. Pendulum God Triff, he's like, new innovations, if he hasn't already covered it already. But that's pretty interesting. Now, what else do we have coming out of this? We had, at Table 7, we had Robert Riley playing Witchcraft. Now, for those of you that are like, literally what? So I also heard about this earlier in the day. And when somebody tells me that Witchcraft is really, actually I think it was Blair that lost to the Witchcraft player, actually. Because he was telling me he just couldn't out the big golem chick. And there's not really much you can do about it. He literally said, too big, can't do anything about it. So, Witchcraft or Golem doing work out here, actually. Still a little bit taken aback by that statement, by the way. Saying that Witchcrafter is at the top tables, by the way, that's interesting. Also, Pendulum Orcust is interesting as well. But those rogue metagame picks out here showing up, especially in a 13-round Swiss event, though. Now, whether or not they top, okay, like, I'm not going to be too mad if they don't, but that's interesting. And then Table 10 for Round 8, we had Gavin Andrews playing Phantom Knight Orcust. Isn't Fogblade, and didn't we just ban the Link Monster that's supposed to make that deck really good? I don't know. Maybe I missed something. Maybe we didn't. But Phantom Knight Orcust, that's interesting. I want to see where that goes. I really do. I'm curious, per se. Now, I think so we leap into round 9. We had some Salaman Great versus Sky Striker. Seems to be the thing here. Sky Striker versus Sky Striker. Oh boy, our Phantom Knight Orcust deck advanced to the next round of Swiss. Well, I'll be damned. Maybe that deck's pretty good. Dzeeff versus Phantom Knight Orcust. We had 2 Phantom Knight Orcust? Maybe there's something to this. And then I see 3 True Draco decks sitting here in round 9, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, never mind. We had 4 of these things, by the way. Wow. Impressive, actually. Interesting. That's a lot of True Draco that just walked up from round 8 to round 9 to the top tables. I think the True Draco is a really interesting metagame choice at the moment for the game. It depends on your builds. A lot of players, I don't know, True Draco's got that week 1 syndrome. It definitely shows up and will like, hey, I'm here, guys. And you'll literally be like, what are you doing again? Why are you here? That's literally True Draco. Also a Floodgate deck, literally. And then the last major thing here that sticks me out of this last round is there's a Goki Orcust list being piloted by Matthew McRae. And, well, first up, we know that the Goki engine is degenerate, literally spamming, comboing, continuous influx of searching for monsters. That's good. And it looks like when you combine it with an already consistent engine. That's pretty interesting. Now, with that being said, I don't see any heroes in Top Cut. That's pretty disappointing. I was hoping that there would be a little bit. Only seeing Dzeeff playing Altergeist, that's kind of saddening. But it's shaping up to still pretty much be the same format, with a whole lot of True Draco walking up into the last round. That's interesting. I'll be curious to see where day 2 goes with this. I still have a feeling that Thunder's probably going to win this event, but it's neither here nor there. So what do you guys think about day 1? Please, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Decided to see Witchcraft, probably lost there, but I can still believe. Alright guys, peace out. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vanquil40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.